Brian Laundrie, 1-800 call FBI. There's a $170,000 bounty on this guy. Want to talk about some of the traits of a disorganized killer. They're extremely antisocial. They take no steps to cover up their crime. They blitz their victims. They're on the move to avoid capture. They're deficient in social and communication skills. They self-isolate and live alone. They may have a mental illness. This timeline clearly shows Brian left a trail of clues, but once he got back to Florida, he made no mistakes. Did Brian Laundrie's family help him get ghost? Let's look at the timeline. Okay, so August 10th, Gabby texted Brian's sister, and it said in the Arches. August 12th, they were at Arches National Park in Moab, Utah. On August 12th, that was the date of the Moonflower incident in Moab, Utah. That night, police took Brian to the safe haven provided Hotel Le Bowen in Moab, Utah. On August 17th to 23rd, Gabby stayed at the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Salt Lake City. During that time, Brian allegedly flew home to clean out his storage unit with his dad. On August 19th, Gabby uploaded the van life blog for the first time. On August 21st, Gabby's dad ordered her pizza on Uber Eats. On August 24th, Gabby and Brian checked out of the hotel in Salt Lake City. On August 25th, Gabby posed in front of the butterfly mural at the Monarch in Ogden, Utah. On August 25th, Gabby FaceTimed with her mom, and she said they arrived in Grand Teton, Wyoming. August 26th, Jessica Schultz saw Gabby's van at Spread Creek Campground in Wyoming. She said Brian was alone, he acted weird, and he seemed out of place. August 26th, Hunter Mannies allegedly saw Brian drinking by himself at Bullwinkle's in West Yellowstone, and he seemed mad at the world. On August 27th, Gabby allegedly Snapchatted with her friend saying they're heading to Yellowstone. On August 27th, Nina Angelo saw an aggressive Brian at Mary Piglet's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He was with Gabby, but he caused such a scene he got thrown out and he returned 4 times. And she observed Gabby out in the parking lot crying, and she returned to the restaurant apologetic. On August 27th, Jen and Kyle, aka Red, White, and Bethune, saw Gabby's van at Spread Creek, Wyoming, and they said it looked deserted. And if you look closely at their footage, you can see Brian's sandals on the ground behind the van. On August 27th, Gabby allegedly texted her mom, "Can you help Stan?" referring to her grandfather. On August 29th, Miranda Baker picked up Brian hitchhiking at 5:30 near the Coulter Bay showers. Miranda said he freaked out near when she mentioned Jackson Hole, and she dropped him off at 6:09 p.m. at Jackson Lake Dam. On that same night, Norma Jean Jalovac picked Brian up at around 6:20 near Jackson Lake Dam, Pacific Creek Landing. She said she dropped him off at the campground, and when she mentioned bringing him to where he was camped at, he nearly jumped out of her moving 4Runner. On August 30th, Gabby's mom received an odd text message that simply said no cell phone service in Yosemite. On August 30th, Gabby was supposed to meet up with her best friend Rose for her birthday in Yellowstone, but plans fell through when she didn't hear back from Gabby. On August 30th to September 1st, Brian Laundrie withdrew over $1,000 fraudulently, according to an FBI warrant. On August 31st, Brian created a new playlist on Spotify called Self-Consumption. He added 4 songs by Matthew Berry, one called The Badger's Wake. On September 1st, Brian Laundrie returned home to Northport, Florida, without Gabby. On September 1st, Gabby's van was caught by a license plate reader. On September 1st, Brian stopped by his sister Cassie's house. On September 1st to 3rd, the Laundries allegedly went to Fort DeSoto campground with Brian. On September 1st, Gabby's cell phone turned off. On September 4th, the Laundrie family purchased a new phone, confirmed by their attorney. On September 6th to 8th, Roberta Laundrie checked into Fort DeSoto campground. On September 6th, Brian's sister Cassie joined him and their parents at Fort DeSoto. On September 10th, Gabby's mom reached out to Brian and the Laundries about Gabby, but she didn't receive any response. On September 10th, there were 2 calls made from the Laundrie residence for 911. On September 11th, Gabby's mom, Nicole Schmidt, reported her daughter missing to police. September 11th, the Northport, Florida police impounded Gabby's van. On September 11th, Brian Laundrie retained a lawyer, Stephen Bertolino, who I did read is a real estate lawyer. On September 11th, there were 3 911 calls made from the Laundrie residence. On September 14th, Bertolino issued a statement and he said he advised the Laundrie family to stay in the background. On September 14th, Brian allegedly brought a burner phone that he bought at Walmart to an AT&T in Northport, Florida. His mother was with him. Allegedly, they bought a SIM card and activated the phone. On that same day, the Northport police were back at their residence. And Brian Laundrie allegedly went for a hike at the Carlton Reserve. His parents claimed he left behind his phone and his wallet, and the only thing he had with him was his backpack. On September 15th, Brian Christopher Laundrie was named a person of interest in the disappearance of Gabby Petito. On September 15th, his parents went to the Carlton Reserve and found a note left on his car by police asking that it be moved. On that same day, they decided to leave the car near the Carlton Reserve. On that same day, the Northport police were back at their residence. On September 16th, Brian's parents went back to the Carlton Reserve and drove his car home. On the 17th, their lawyer said the parents had not seen Brian since September 14th, and on the 17th, they reported Brian as missing. And the Northport police were at the residence twice on September 17th. On September 18th, Brian Laundrie's sister Cassie spoke to Good Morning America. She lied and said, "I haven't been able to talk to Brian. I wish I could talk to him." She also said she's cooperated in every way that she could, and I wish I had more information or I would give more. On September 18th, there was that massive search started for Brian at that swamp they call the Carlton Reserve in Florida. On September 19th, Gabby's body is found at Spread Creek Dispersed Campground in Wyoming. On September 20th, the FBI raided the Laundrie's house in Northport, Florida. On September 20th, the FBI towed away his car. On September 21st, Teton County Coroner Dr. Brent Blue confirmed remains found at Spread Creek were those of Gabby Petito. The coroner confirmed manner of death as being homicide. On September 21st, the FBI issued a federal warrant for the arrest of Brian Laundrie for bank fraud. On that same day at 2:35 a.m., he pinned St. James Infirmary drawing to his Pinterest page. On September 25th, Dwayne Dog Chapman knocked on the Laundrie's front door. And allegedly, Roberta Laundrie called 911 on Dog, the bounty hunter. People are wondering why she would do that if her son was actually missing. On September 26th, a funeral service was held in Holbrook, New York for Gabrielle Benora Petito. Of course, no one from the Dirty Laundrie family attended. On September 26th, that same day, the FBI collected Brian's DNA evidence at the Laundrie home. On September 28th, the FBI collected surveillance footage from Fort DeSoto Park. Dog the bounty hunter brought search team and canines to Egmont Key on September 29th. That same day, the Laundrie's neighbor Anthony Zappacosta was arrested for misdemeanor simple battery after protesters trespassed in his yard. On Wednesday, September 29th, Stephen Bertolino alleged Brian and his parents went camping at Fort DeSoto on September 6th to 7th. September 30th, the FBI were back at the Laundrie house collecting evidence from their new Apache travel trailer. If you've seen Brian Laundrie, call 1-800-CALL-FBI. And everybody wants and demands justice for Gabby Petito.